with light and shadows, and we're going to focus on light. So the objective here is that the students will be able to explore how mirrors reflect and redirect light. This activity is actually in the More Picture Perfect Science book, and it's called Mirror Mirror. It's on page 147, so you'll see that when you get that book. There's lots of good introductions to Mirror Mirror. One of them focuses on a fiction book that's no longer in print, so we unfortunately can't use that. But one activity that you can do before you start Mirror Mirror, you can have your class just stand up and for a couple minutes walk around the classroom and find their reflection in anything in the classroom. That could be doorknobs, that can be if you have a mirror in your classroom, shiny handles on your cabinets, anywhere that they might see themselves.
The water fountain.
The water fountain, that's right. I'm trying to think real quickly
The
of
sink, maybe.
anything else that would be in our rooms.
Yeah.
So you give them a couple minutes just to explore. Then you come back down to the floor and you talk, okay guys, hey, what did you find in the classroom? And they all say their answers. And then you can pose a lot of questions, and what's great about this book is they give you the questions pretty much if you're trying to figure out what you can ask. So you could say, and what things could you see yourself? And they're going to answer that. What do these things have in common? Did you appear as clear in these objects as you would appear in a mirror? So you can pose a lot of questions that would get them thinking prior to starting this lesson. So then after you have, that's probably going to take about 5 or 10 minutes. Then you're going to say, all right guys, I'm going to partner you up. We're going to turn the lights off and we're going to complete an activity called Mirror Mirror. And every partner group will have this page, and it's in this book as well, and it's called Mirror Challenges. And so once the lights are off, you and your partner will have a flashlight. You go, Brandy.
Thank you.
And a mirror. I know. Of course they're going to want to do that to begin with. So you may want to give them, for students like Brandy, you may want to give them a minute to go over the rules about flashlights. Like, we don't shine that in people's eyes, right?
Probably not.
We probably don't want to shine it in our own eyes. We don't want to take the flashlight and hit, things like that. They are first grade, so some of them might like to hit or sword fight, right? So go over the ground rules with them about the flashlights. You're going to hand them a mirror and a flashlight. You will explain to them that they will be going through challenges 1, 2, 3, and 4 with the lights off, and then after they all complete those, we'll turn the lights back on and complete the rest of it. Challenge number 1, and if the lights could go off, yay.
There we go.
There we go. Challenge number 1, Brandy says, using the mirror, make your light shine on the wall behind you. Okay, so one of us is going to have the mirror, and one of us will have the light, and then you can switch jobs if you guys want to.
I like that thought.
What do you
do
think?
it next. Okay.
Okay, let's do it. All right, so using the mirror, make your light shine on the wall behind you. What do you think, Brandy?
I think maybe if we hold the mirror like this.
Like this?
Yeah, so the mirror is facing the wall.
Okay. And then I shine it.
Looky there.
We're smart.
That's so cool, Miss Flacco.
Yes.
What's next?
All right, so once we finish that, we check number 1. Number 2 says, using the mirror, make your light shine on the ceiling. What do you think?
No? Okay, let's try this.
Let's see. So, now, they're 6 and 7, so they're not going to be like, well, Brandy, tell me why you think it's shining on the ceiling. But those are questions that you would ask after we complete these challenges.
Yes.
Did that work?
It worked.
Ooh, we're smart.
That's so cool.
All right, number 3, using the mirror, make your light shine on your shirt. And you have to use the light and the mirror. So.
Don't blind your friend.
Oh, I see it.
Yes, cool.
Do you want to try it?
Yes, let me try it.
All right. Is it on your shirt?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's on your shirt.
Here.
Oh.
That's what you did. It is on your shirt.
Okay,
See it?
cool. Yes.
That's really neat.
That is really cool.
Okay. So number 4 says, join another team and make your light bounce off of 2 mirrors at the same time.
That would be cool.
They'd have to partner up with another team. After everybody's finished number 4, we're going to turn the lights back on. And then we are going to do challenge 5, 6, and 7. Number 5 says move your mirror around until you can read the word in the box below. So on this paper, there's a word. And we're going to move the mirror.
Oh, I see it. And mine, upside down. Can you see it over there?
Can you see that word? I think so.
It says reflect.
Oh, that's really neat.
So it's backwards on here, but in the mirror, it actually shows it the correct way.
That's right.
So cool.
That is so cool. And reflect is one of those academic vocabulary words that in our school we have to hang up in our rooms. So that's going to be one of the words we would hang up. Then it says write the word on the line. So partners would write reflect on that line. Number 6, write your name in the box below. So, pencil. That's one thing I needed. We can write it with this.
Yeah, we got it.
We got it.
Can you write it on here?
Oh, can we write on the board?
If we write on the board, will it be?
Okay. So, I'm going to write my name in the box below. All right. And then show how your name appears in the mirror in the box below.
It's backwards, but it might be
Listen.
right ways for you guys.
Now, what if you turned it this way? Yeah.
Same way. Yep.
Yeah. So then, which is a challenge, you're supposed to show how your name appears in the mirror in the box below.
That would be hard.
So that would be hard because they would have to do it backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fun.
That is fun. So after you finish challenges 1 through 7, you're going to come back as a class. You're going to ask those questions that teachers always ask. All right, guys, what did you think was the most challenging challenge? What do you think was the easiest thing to do? What did you learn? And then a good question is, why? Why did we do this experiment? Why do we need the mirror and the flashlight? And hopefully they're going to come up with some of the correct answers that you're looking for.
Yeah.
Because you need the mirror. When the light shines on the mirror, it bounces off and it shows your, what's that word?
Reflection.
Reflection! That's right. And why do you think the mirror has to be smooth and straight? Why do you think it has to be flat?
For it to look like the same.
Right, exactly. So we're going to go into those types of questions after that experiment. That would be day 1 of this mirror activity. The next day, we are going to do another activity which is called Silly Spoons. And this is, the nonfiction story is I See Myself. And that's going to go over some of the ideas about reflections and using mirrors and light as well. So the second day, you would go over a nonfiction story, and if you don't have that story, you can find another one. These are the 2 books. Let me hold those up. The Black Rabbit and Light, Shadows, Mirrors, and Rainbows. These are 2 books that you're going to get, so you can use those. All right, so when we go into Silly Spoons, there's another page, and let me show you this real quick. In the back, you're going to have these, and that's what you're going to need for both of these activities that you can copy.
I like that everything's right in that book.
Right here, yes.
So many great lessons in that book that you can add on for
I
STEAM
love it.
lessons or beginning of the year, end of the year, all kinds of things.
Yep, I love it. So with Silly Spoons, you're obviously going to need spoons, and this is another partner activity. So there's your spoon. And it's a lot like the mirror challenge. There's going to be a list of things for your partners to do together. So number 1 says to look in the spoon, and how does your face appear in the spoon?
It's upside down.
It is upside down. Why is that?
But if you turn it around,
You're right side up.
that's so funny.
That is so cool. Do I look the same in my spoon as I would in my mirror?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Kind of long.
You look distorted, right? So this is when you're going to explain to students at the end that that's why the mirror has to be flat, because that's what you're going to see your true reflection in. If it's curved, if it's distorted in any way, your reflection will be also distorted.
Like those crazy mirrors.
It's like the crazy mirrors, and it even mentions that in the book.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So that was your challenge number 1. It does say, how does your face appear in the spoon? There are lines for them to write, and of course there's 6 and 7. So I would explain to them that they don't need to write a complete sentence if they just wanted to write a word or a phrase. That would be fine. All right, number 2, look in the other side of the spoon. How does your face appear in the other side of the spoon? So we did both of those at the same time.
Cool.
So one is upside down and one is right side up. Number 3, why do you think the spoon does not give you a perfect reflection of yourself? And this is when they have to be talking and you're walking around the room observing what they're saying. So why do you think, Brandy?
I think because it's curved. It's not flat.
That's right.
It's a
I
circle.
agree with you.
It's curved. It's got this bend.
That's right. I agree. Good answer.
Thank you.
All right, number 4. Look in the mirror. Here's your mirror. And smile. Can you see your smile in the mirror?
Yes.
It's pretty. Yes, you can see your smile. Again, why can you see your smile?
Because it's flat.
Because it's flat.
And it's reflecting.
And it's reflecting, exactly. Now, could you see your smile in the spoon?
It's harder because it's smaller.
It is smaller.
I kind of see it. I see my teeth.
When you move the spoon closer to you, you do get bigger though.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. It's pretty neat. But definitely using the mirror, your smile is going to be what you would see on your face. Number 5, look in the crinkled foil and smile. So everybody will have a piece of foil, and I want you to crinkle it. Yeah. Now, open it back up.
Okay. I
And
don't
then
see
smile.
anything. Nothing.
Nothing. So you can't see your smile in the foil. You would think though that this might act like a mirror, but it's not.
If it would, I wonder if when it wasn't crinkled, could we see our face? I don't think we could.
Well, that's a good experiment. Maybe we should do that. Huh. I have one that's not crinkled.
Let's try it, Miss Bacco.
Can you see your smile?
I see like the color of my shirt. I can see colors, but not
Yeah.
clear reflections.
Yeah, and I wonder why that is. Why can we not see each other in the foil?
I don't know. Let's Google it.
Let's definitely Google that. You're so funny. But because, Brandy, when you have a mirror, it's clear, right?
Okay, yes.
And it's flat. This is not clear,
That's true.
right? All right, number 6. Circle the picture that shows light bouncing off a crinkled piece of foil. So they give you 2 pictures, A and B. One looks like your mirror, okay? And then one looks like the crinkled piece of foil. And they're giving you arrows going straight up and down on the mirror, and then they're bouncing all over the place on the foil.
So it needs a flat surface for
So
the
it
light.
needs the flat surface, that's right.
bounce.
So it has to be a straight line to show your reflection. If it is not, then it bounces off onto other objects.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Number 7 is what 3 things are needed for you to see your reflection, and they give you 6 choices, and they need to be able to circle these 3 things. They need light, right? They need a smooth surface, and they need a shiny surface, not a bumpy surface, not a colored surface. This is kind of colored, and not dark.
Cool.
So after you finish the silly spoons experiment, you can of course come back as a whole group and talk about what they discovered, any new things that they've learned, and then that would be the end of day 2 for your light and shadows activities from this book. And then there's so many other things that you can do. I just wanted to mention briefly that at our school we have the FOSS Science Kit, so we use a lot of those materials for this unit. They actually are great activities. And these things that you're going to be getting are great extensions and added lessons to enhance your unit for light and shadows. So I hope you enjoyed that.